In this video, we are going to learn the different types of past tenses. Let us first understand simple past tense. Look at these examples. Mrs. Beena bagged the first place in cooking competition. Everyone wanted to know how she had made such a delicious cake. Mrs. Beena replies, "First, I whisked the eggs with a beater, then I added sugar to it. After that, I blended in it butter and sugar. Later, I sieved the flour with the baking powder and then added it to the mixture. After that, I placed it in a container and baked it for 30 minutes. Flour is pronounced as flour in British English and flour in American English. In this context, Mrs. Beena is narrating how she had baked the cake to her friends. This is a simple narration of an action that took place in the past. We use the simple past tense to narrate any incident, tasks, or stories. Now we go to past continuous tense. Read this example. Naina, the monitor of class 5A, was ready with a list of complaints when the teacher came in. She said, "Teacher, while you were away, the class was making a noise. Rita was singing loudly, and Sarita was writing on the board. Aamir and Akhil were playing with pens. Notice while you were away." In this context, at a particular time when the action was being done, someone who was witnessing it is narrating the same to someone else in the present. In such cases, we use the past continuous tense. Let us now understand past perfect tense. Here are some examples. Kareem recalls an incident. "I had sent Ram Singh a letter long back. Since then, I haven't received any reply from him." Meena said, "I had been to the botanical garden once, but I don't remember seeing lilacs there." In the above context, Kareem and Meena recall an incident that happened in the far past or distant past, the consequence of which is seen in the present, or the action is linked to the present. The tense used here is past perfect tense. Now, how do we know when to use the simple past and past perfect? Have you ever been confused with present perfect and past perfect? Let us now understand the nuances. Pay attention to the example given. Nikki said, "Kathy stole my pencil." Here, Nikki believes that Kathy has stolen her pencil. She is sure that the action of stealing happened or that Kathy has performed the action of stealing. You must have come across this example in the previous video. Raj says, "I have posted my aunt's wedding invitation. Did it reach you?" Adi replies, "No, it hasn't reached yet." Here we are speaking about a recent action of which the consequence or the result is expected. While both simple past and present perfect refer to a recent past, in the case of simple past, we talk about a definite action which is complete in its full sense. In present perfect, the action done is linked to the present or even the future. Look at this example. Nikki said, "I thought Kathy had stolen my pencil, but she hasn't." Had stolen refers to a distant past and is connected to the present. Nikki realizes in the present moment that it isn't true. How do we understand the difference between present perfect and past perfect? Sri Sol on 4th April 2018 says, "I have posted the letter to my cousin just a while ago. I hope he receives soon. Here, the action takes place in the recent past and the speaker waits in anticipation about the posted letter. In 2018, Srisal says, I had posted a letter to my cousin long ago, but I never received a reply. Here, the action which happened in 2016 is being spoken about in the present time. The action took place in the distant past. Just like present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous is a combination of past continuous and past perfect. The example in past continuous. What were you doing then? I was watching a movie. In past perfect, I had watched the movie long ago, but I don't remember the story. The combination of these two sentences could be I had been watching a movie when the doorbell rang. Let us read some more examples to understand this tense. Mr. Roy says, I had been insisting my tenant to pay the rent on time, but he never did. So I asked him to vacate the house. If we use past perfect to convey the same, it would be I had insisted my tenant. Here the action of insisting has happened once. But in past perfect continuous, the action of insisting the tenant to pay the rent on time continued, continued for a period of time. Had been insisting refers to an action which took place in the distant past. Did and asked refer to an action that happened in the recent past. I hope you found this video useful. You're welcome with your suggestions.